So you're trying to learn harmonica. This will be easy, you say to yourself. There are millions of free lessons on YouTube, but where do you start? What order do you watch things in? Then you remember some dude on Reddit told you about a great course with really easy to follow lessons, but money's tight and a private instructor costs even more. What do you do? Fear not. I've helped thousands of people go from harmonica newbie to harmonica boss, and now I'm gonna screw myself out of a job and tell you the 57? Yep, 57 steps of what to learn on harmonica in what order if paid lessons aren't an option right now. So you too can progress through these 5 levels of harmonica playing. From level 1, super noob, just starting out, to level 5, which takes you even beyond where my beginner to boss course goes. But it all starts with level 0, duh. Slightly boring but essential level where you get ready to actually play. Because there's one thing you need to do to maximize your harmonica progress. One thing that will make the difference between becoming a boss and never getting anywhere. Something that most humans on Earth have never done before. You need to buy a harmonica. Luckily, not only is harmonica one of the most soulful and portable instruments on the planet, it's also one of the cheapest. But you can still get stuck when trying to choose a brand, so I have created a PDF with resources to help you choose, plus links and exercises for every single other step in this video. Now you're ready for level 1, where you should get a technique foundation to avoid bad habits and build confidence. This early confidence building is crucial because all harmonica players and learners of things battle an internal enemy that urges you to just give up. An enemy that Steven Pressfield describes as internal and shall therefore be represented only by a sound effect in this video: the resistance. So step number 2, make it your highest priority to stay inspired, because you are guaranteed not to grow on the harmonica if you don't play it, and you're not going to play it if it's not fun. Unfortunately, a lot of music teachers blow this and make you grind hours of theory and scales before you get any musical satisfaction. You might get discouraged, think you're not cut out to play music, but you just have a music teacher. Probably someone short with a weak jawline who doesn't even have a YouTube channel you should subscribe to. I'll give you some song suggestions in a minute, but first some important basics. Step number 3, posture. The foundation of harmonica is breathing, and the foundation of breathing is posture. So stand or sit up tall. This makes room for your lungs to fill with air. Step number 4, deep diaphragmatic breathing. When you breathe in, your belly goes out. When you breathe out, your belly goes in. Step number 5, learn how to hold your harmonica. And step number 6, the critical place most beginners fail, the deep, relaxed mouth position. Think Mick Jagger, not pecking up to kiss grandma on the cheek. Step number 7, work on chords, not single notes. The harmonica is unique in that it's easier to play chords than single notes. And when beginners try to learn to isolate notes too quickly, then the deep relaxed mouth position goes out the window. There are tons of great songs you can learn that don't require single notes, and I'll tell you them in just a minute. Step number 8, learn how to play basic rhythms. Whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, and eighth notes also. Step number 9, learn how to read tabs, which is this magical jumble of numbers that turns this into this. Or maybe something more impressive like this. You could technically learn all these things in like an hour, but it'll take weeks or months to actually learn good technique and rhythm. And as you may have noticed, I'm not going to teach everything in detail here because that would take like 30 hours and that's way past my bedtime. But resources are ready for you in the free PDF in the description. And remember, we're working toward level 5, so if you think you're advanced but you can't do all the stuff in level 5, then you'll have to see me after class. So stop looking at the sidebar and pay attention. In order to finish level 1, you'll need to work on steps 2 through 9 by actually playing some songs. Some cool chordal grooves that keep you relaxed and having fun, like Take a Walk on the Wild Side by Lou Reed, Church by Gary Clark Jr., I Want Candy. And while nailing these easy riffs might seem trifling or like a distraction from hard work in the shed, having fun now is actually the most powerful way to keep yourself learning long-term and to defeat the resistance. Because as you try to learn more epic harmonica songs, you'll notice you're not equipped to deal with common challenges like playing the high notes and the low draws with good tone, lungs overfilling, running out of breath, losing the beat, and that's what you'll learn in level 2. Let's dive in. Step number 10, don't look down. You may be finding your harmonica fills with saliva, choking the reeds. Don't look down, look up slightly. Ow. Step number 11, explore tone. Besides our breath, tone is achieved mostly through the shape of the inside of our mouth.
This is important to explore because
tone is how we perceive emotion in music. Step number 12, double stops. At this point in your journey, start working on playing 2 notes at a time instead of 3. This involves bringing the corners of the mouth slightly closer together. Next, running out of air. Step number 13, learn how to equalize your lungs. The secret is in the nose. Learn the nose push, where you push air out of your nose on a blow note and make sure you're not accidentally allowing air in through the nose on the draws. Step number 14, articulation. Learn the harmonica player's drumsticks, ta and ka. Step number 15, spend a ton of time practicing the rhythms learned in level 1. If you don't deeply feel the basic rhythms, everything's gonna sound kinda, bad. Plus, step number 16, learn the train rhythm that all harmonica players learn and is foundational to so many other rhythms and techniques. Step number 17, use your C harmonica to play along with songs in the key of C, which we call first position, and use your C harmonica to play along with songs in the key of G, which we call second position playing. Step number 18, learn what time signatures are, how many musical beats go in a bar and stuff, so you can communicate with other musicians. This mostly just means counting to 4 over and over, so don't panic. Step number 19, add to your rhythm bag the ability to count 8th note triplets. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, which sets us up for step number 20. Learn to feel swung 8ths versus the more clock-like feel of straight 8th notes. And step number 21, start working on tremolo and vibrato using the coughing technique. To complete level 2, you need to practice steps number 10 through 21 by learning even more songs. Some tasty songs and riffs you could learn at this point are Piano Man, Lean on Me by Bill Withers, and for the final exam, the trickier Hoochie Coochie Man. And the most important thing at this stage is to notice your progress. What the heck? Let's make it a step. Step number 22, notice your progress. Because it's easy to get so focused on what you're going to learn next that you forget about how far you've come. But noticing your progress is the best defense against the force of the resistance. But there are still plenty of songs at this point that can easily crush your spirit, so you need to become more skilled and learn how music actually works, which means nailing level 3. Because yes, there are freak musical geniuses out there who can magically play music just by using the power of their mind. But for the rest of us, learning the theory and technique in level 3 will help us to learn songs faster, create better parts, and be able to communicate with other musicians. Step number 23, learn how to isolate single notes using lip blocking, which for most people is the easiest way to learn how to isolate notes. Step number 24, learn to play the draw 2 and draw 3 in tune. Step number 25, learn the almost blues scale, which are the notes of the blues scale you can play before you learn how to bend. Step number 26, learn to play shakes through the blues form. Step number 27, learn to play the first position major scale. Step number 28, learn intervals, which is how we name the distance between 2 notes. Step number 29, learn about chords and arpeggios and how they relate to scales. Step number 30, learn the minor pentatonic scale in 3rd position and 4th position. And lastly, on the Mega Theory lesson for level 3, step number 31, learn several songs that utilize these scales so that you can see how these scales are actually building blocks for music and not just instruments of torture used by sadistic music teachers. And this is probably the biggest point of failure if you're self-teaching. It can be really confusing, which is why step number 32 is to listen to me plug my beginner to boss course. Because can you self-teach using all the stuff in this vid? Heck yeah, but you run the risk of getting stuck and frustrated when you hit challenges like music theory. Beginner to Boss supports you every step of the way with just the right amount of difficulty, and you get to actually have fun playing real music. Alright, you're done with theory for this level, but it's time to upgrade your rhythm with step number 33, practicing syncopation. Emphasizing notes that are off the beat to make music more exciting. And now you can also start tackling some trickier melodies with step number 34, making big skips. Step number 35, learn blues licks that you can play without bending, and there's lots of them. To complete level 3, you'll probably need at least several months to develop your technique and work on steps number 23 through 35, which will prepare you for the advanced stuff coming in level 5. Some good songs at this level are Love Me Do by the Beatles, Take Me Home Country Roads by John Denver, Amazing Grace. You've won the early battles with the resistance by not giving up. Adding more challenge might make that voice get even louder, telling you you're not cut out for this, you don't have what it takes, you should just switch to the kazoo. But now you have the successes to fight off that voice. Because once you've nailed level 3, you're having fun playing home alone, and you have that itch to actually make music with other people. But to jam confidently at a basic level and not get tripped up, you need the juicy stuff in level 4. Because to be a solid jammer, you need to feel confident that you can come up with cool parts and that you'll be able to play most songs people will throw at you in real life. That's obviously not what I meant. In this level, we explore bending, the technique for accessing missing notes and unlocking ultimate expressiveness. I mean, not literally bending your harmonica, of course. But whether you want to be playing blues music, or country music, or just accessing some of the missing notes to be able to play a standard melody, you need step number 36, learn how to bend. I think it's wise to wait on this technique until you've firmly ingrained the deep relaxed mouth position while isolating notes. If you do things in this order, then bending notes is truly your rite of passage into level 4 playing. Step number 37, learn to play splits, the technique that enables you to play 2 non-adjacent notes at the same time. Step number 38, learn to isolate notes using tongue blocking. We block 2 or 3 holes to the left and we play a single note out of the right corner of our mouth. Tongue blocking has huge benefits, but I save it for later because it can be very frustrating for beginners. The best way to get into tongue blocking is step number 39, the fox chase. And the fox chase also kind of incorporates step number 40, tongue lifting. Next, step number 41, tongue slapping, which turns this into this. Step number 42, a split shake, which is a side-to-side motion with the tongue, which sounds like this when played clean, and can also be played dirty, creating step number 43, the shimmer, which could also be called a dirty split shake. Step number 44, ghost chord vamping, like in this boogie woogie groove. Step number 45, learn to use the metronome like a pro. You can start with hearing it on quarters like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then the pro move is just to hear the click on 2 and 4. The backbeats where the drummer would be hitting the snare drum. Step number 46, learn utility scales in second position, like the minor pentatonic scale, the major pentatonic scale, and the blues scale. To complete level 4, get a handle on steps 36 through 46 by learning a ton more songs. There's a huge list of them in the PDF. It's also high time to actually jam with other people and to acknowledge yourself as a real harmonica player. Level 4 is how high my beginner to boss course takes you. And thousands of people have found this to be enough to play casual gigs, perform at church, and finally convince their spouse that this hasn't been a complete waste of time and money. But there's still lots to learn because it's totally possible for you to play any harmonica part with some practice, but not without the skills you learn in level 5. Get ready for the huge laundry list. Step number 47, advance your technique by learning to play all 8 draw bends and 4 blow bends with good intonation. Step number 48, if you're into the blues, learn Sonny Terry hootin'. Why? Because it's a great breathing exercise and you need a song to play on stage when the guitar player breaks a string. Step number 49, learn the advanced technique that so many beginning harmonica players seem to fixate on way too early. Learn how to play overblows and overdraws. I don't recommend trying this until you've mastered all your bends and you're willing to invest in a custom harmonica. As the overblow king Todd Parrott told me, you can't drive the Indy 500 in a Toyota Camry, and I wouldn't be able to play overblows the way I do without my Joe Spires custom harps. Step number 50, you need to get comfy learning what key harp to use to play in 2nd position, 3rd position, 4th position, 5th position, and 12th position. Step number 51, learn how to play arpeggios up and down the harmonica. Step number 52, explore alternate tuned harmonicas. The ones that I use on just about every gig are the Parrott tuned harmonica, the natural minor harmonica, and the country-tuned harmonica, both in second position for playing nice melodies and in third position for playing some country rock. Step number 53 is optional, but you may want to learn the modes. This is a huge data dump of obtuse Greek names like Dorian, Phrygian, Baklava, but it helps you understand where chords come from, which scales fit over those chords, and on the harmonica, which positions most naturally correlate to each one of these scales. Step number 54, advanced ear training. Listening is the #1 skill. Step number 55, advanced rhythm and phrasing. For funky stuff, getting comfortable with 16th notes is essential. Step number 56,
get amplified.
There's lots of great mics and amps out there to help you develop your sound. In a rock or funk context, pedals can also be helpful, taking this into this. Step number 57, scale fluency. You can now play the blues scale throughout the entire range of the instrument in second position, in third position, and the most challenging, in first position. Steps 47 through 57 should take several years. To really nail things like rhythm, phrasing, and good bending intonation is a lifelong exploration. And the key at this stage is to keep challenging yourself to move towards fresh goals. If you get stuck in your comfort zone for too long, the resistance creeps back in. So if you're ready to get started, I made you a mega playlist of lessons following this order. Hey, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Just click on this.